What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? My name is Tiffany E, and you are listening to and watching the Daily Rumor Mill, and we are going to talk about the Raw preview for tonight. So this is the final episode of the season of Monday Night Raw, and if you like to call it a season. And apparently this is going to set up for next week. Next week is also Hell in a Cell. Next Sunday is Hell in a Cell. It airs October 6th. Starts at 6 o'clock and it will end around 11. Next week also SmackDown Live will debut on the Fox Network, as well as AEW debuting on US on TNT at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, directly competing with NXT at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. A lot of wrestling coming out for the week. Whew, my head is spinning. It's a lot. But we're going to keep this short and sweet. We're not going to hold you too long. So today we have a Fatal 5-Way match that is coming up on the docket first. This is the first match that was announced by WWE.com, as well as various outlets that have been announcing some of the things that are going to happen on Monday Night Raw. Now, I got this information directly from WWE.com, so this is no rumor. This is fact unless they make a change, which is subject to happen. Side note. Changes happen with production and TV all the time, especially in live events. It doesn't mean that something's wrong. It doesn't mean that something's bad. It just means that they've realized that this may not fit. So they've taken something out or they've added something to it to make the show be improved or more efficient. All right? Cool. So, the Fatal 5-Way match will include Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Ricochet, and Rey Mysterio. Now, this match is to determine the #1 contender for the Universal Championship on next week's debut episode for their season premiere of Monday Night Raw on September 30th. Now, I don't have a dog in this fight, although I see more of a challenge with AJ Styles and Ricochet and Bobby Roode, Rey Mysterio. Nakamura is not going to win this match. I can tell you that right now. It's just not happening. If he does, I would be super shocked. Super shocked that he actually won it. I don't see Nakamura winning, though, so I'm going to X him out completely. Bobby Roode has a slight history with Seth Rollins, seeing as how he just beat him for the tag team championships. And last week he had a match that was interrupted by his own partner Dolph Ziggler, as well as The Fiend coming in and Kane coming in to set their spots. So this may or may not happen for the both of them, for Bobby Roode, but it would be plausible to continue on this route. AJ Styles has had a run-in with Seth Rollins back-to-back weeks before Roode and Ziggler were involved. AJ Styles probably would be the best heel out of the bunch to go up against Seth Rollins. I would put AJ Styles in this match just for nostalgia, just for OG style wrestling. You know, you have a heel and a face. Now, if you want to be a little bit more fun, you could put Ricochet in that match and just have a good old-fashioned bout between the two of them. Make it as close as possible, but still have Seth Rollins edge out in the end. You can have a little respect thing at the end if you like. But I think this one will probably be your biggest fan grab, which will be Ricochet versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Another match that might be really good is Rey Mysterio. As much as Rey has had this weird up and down in the WWE, Rey still has the best in-ring capability out of the older guys that I've seen as of lately. He would be one of your best bouts. Now, what they could have done is replace Nakamura with Andrade. Andrade could have been in this match. Buddy Murphy could have been in this match. Ali could have been in this match. You could have done a lot of different scenarios with guys who are not holding current titles and really made this fun and really made this like a who could possibly be, and pick somebody who is random like Buddy Murphy, or, you know, but I get that they want to get as many eyes on Monday Night Raw for the season premiere as possible, so they picked some of their most popular guys. It's going to come down to Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, or AJ Styles. Their best bet, if they want to get real eyes on the prize, is Ricochet. He's their guy. So if I'm going to pick the winner of this Fatal 5-Way, My pick would be between Ricochet and AJ Styles. It's going to be one of the two. The next thing is the Firefly Funhouse. There's a segment that's supposed to happen with Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse. I'm assuming, of course, it's going to allude to his match with Seth Rollins at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We will see. I honestly think that match is going to be pretty brutal, but I also think some fuckery is going to happen during that match, and I'll get into that when we do the Hell in a Cell match card. But there's another match that's on the docket in regards to the women. Nikki Cross is going up against Sasha Banks. And of course, Bayley's going to be in her corner. Alexa's going to be in her corner, and they are going to, you know, compete with their respective partners in their corner, like I mentioned before. This match, of course, is probably going to end up where they both are just basically, you know, fighting Charlotte and Sasha, you know, and Becky and Bayley. All four women are going to end up fighting. I see this turning into a winner-take-all tag team match at Hell in a Cell with all four horsewomen competing in one match. I see it happening, and I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I do see this happening where Sasha and Bayley are on one side, Charlotte and Becky are on the other side, and they are respectively going to compete in a one winner-take-all, one-match bout, which to me would kind of make more sense because you wouldn't have, Hell in a Cell wouldn't be so long. You would have both women, all four women in one match, and it would kind of clean up the pay-per-view a little bit. I know that it sounds weird, and I know that some people are tired of the winner-take-all scenario, but in this particular case, I understand it. Hell in a Cell matches are extremely brutal, and they can be very, very long. And when you have 2 or 3 of those matches on the docket, it can make a pay-per-view seem daunting, even though the matches are good and sometimes they're really, really great and fantastic. It can make a pay-per-view seem very long and drawn out. So if they do what I'm thinking, I hope that they do have a winner-take-all scenario for these women, because it's just very difficult to pull off all of these Hell in a Cell matches for one pay-per-view. Moving into the last thing that was reported on WWE.com as far as Monday Night Raw goes, Chad Gable will compete again against Baron Corbin in a King of the Ring rematch. Now, if you missed King of the Ring, then you don't know that Baron Corbin is currently the winner of the 2019 King of the Ring tournament. God, that tastes terrible coming out of my mouth. Ugh. He is currently the winner, and Chad Gable is currently the one who is, you know, fighting it out with him. Of course, they're making fun of Chad Gable's height. That's the storyline. That's the shtick. Sure, whatever. It's not a great storyline, but it does make Chad Gable look great, which I'm happy about. I wouldn't say that it was best for business, because I still have to look at Corbin with a fucking crown on his head. But either way, it does work out for Gable, so I'm happy for him. If you didn't see SmackDown Live last week, Chad Gable did come out, attack Corbin, destroyed his throne, destroyed his crown, and of course his kingly scepter, or whatever you want to call it. Took it all out, and Corbin was devastated, as well as Corey Graves, which I have to say, that warmed my heart so much. That made me feel so good. Like, oh, that was the best. So, there you have it. That's what we have for Raw as of right now. There's no word on what else is going to happen on Monday Night Raw. But we'll say that Raw is 3 hours. They've got plenty of time to add some pieces in there. But this right now is what's being reported. So you guys let me know what you think about the lineup or the big pieces of Monday Night Raw that have been announced. And you guys, make sure you comment. Make sure you guys like this video. And make sure you guys share it I'm Tiffany E of Psych Design TV 2, and you're listening to the Daily Rumor Mill, and I will see you guys next time. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing?